Welcome everybody, my name is Peta and welcome to my channel. So it is one of my favorite times of the year. It's now the annual or the semi-annual or it's the biannual Sephora VIB sale. The VIB sale happens twice a year and it happens in April and it happens in the latter part of October into November. And so you get an opportunity to save 30% off Sephora collection. You get 15% if you are a VIB customer, 10% if you're an insider, and 20% if you are a Rouge. It starts April 10 and it ends April 20. So on April 10, Rouge members get first early access. So on the 14th, the VIB and insider tiers can get to shop. There's also free same-day delivery between the 14th of April and the 17th on orders that is 75%, that is $75 or more. I am excited. I am a Rouge member and I am just excited because this is just more times. This is just an opportunity where I can get to try more makeup. Like, I just love makeup. It energizes me. And so I will be able to try products that are very expensive, and it's just an opportunity to really get these expensive items at a discount rate. This year I'm planning to target some of these luxury items that I've been loving or interested to try. Let me give you some of my recommendations based off of things that I've tried that has worked. Let's go talk about it. Okay, so this is an opportunity where you would be able to try out new brands, save on some expensive luxury items, or even just stock up on items that you already love and you just want to, you need or you want or you should have. Let me start off with skincare. So one of the skincare things that I'm going to recommend is the Rhode. This is the Rhode Glazing Milk, right? It literally looks like milk. It comes out, you just put it on your hand, and it looks literally like milk. So this is good. I use it as a toner, and it really gives me that glow from within. Prepares my face for moisturizer, and it makes my skin just feel so soft, so supple. The next thing I would recommend from Rhode for your skin is the Rhode Barrier Butter. It's very, very hydrating, and I mean, it's really thick. Did I say it's thick? It's really thick. You see, it's not even moving off my hand, right? It's literally very thick. So it's gonna go on like a very thick paste, almost like a better feeling than having petroleum jelly on your face. But you are gonna get that glow, and it just preps your skin, like, see how this just goes right into my skin? The toner just went right into my skin, and here, this is definitely gonna sit on your skin, and it's going to really, your skin is gonna just drink it up, and it's just gonna be so glowy and nice, a nice lit from within feeling. I use these every day. I can use them in the morning, at night, and it just really, really gives me that glow. So now let's talk about primers. My favorite primer is the Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. Yes, it just gives you that nice lit from within feel, and it really preps your skin for makeup. Your makeup lasts all day. It gives it that lived in feel after a few hours. You just have a luxurious look and feel to your skin. It makes your makeup look like skin. Another suggestion, if you're not into Charlotte Tilbury, or maybe you can't use their whatever is in their ingredients, the Danessa Myricks also, this is a very nice primer This is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum, and it really, let me show you, it's very oily, it's very runny, but it gives you that glow because it has like some sparkles in there. So it gives you that nice glow to the skin. So this is another primer. See, it adds some color there. And it really sets the skin and preps it for makeup. It feels tacky after a while, and the makeup just adheres to it. But you're gonna get this glow, this nice bronzy glow all day. The next primer, if you are not into that, I would recommend is the Fenty Beauty. This one is new, Fenty Beauty Grip Trip. So this one is interesting because it has, this one is a glow primer. This one is a matte primer. You can see how much of the glow primer I use and how, yeah. I want to give my skin that glow, especially now that we are still experiencing the cold. I don't want the cold. The cold is already gonna dry out my skin, and I'm really trying to make my face look alive, and so I use glow primers during this time. So the primer looks like that. It has that purple, why is it not showing? It has that purple, let's see. See, it looks kind of purple. It definitely functions like a cream. And it really prepares the skin. So it really prepares the skin for laying your foundation on there. Now, so in ranking order would be Charlotte Tilbury, then the Danessa Myricks Skin, Yummy Skin. If you can't use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin, you don't want that kind of a glow, this is the Universal Radiant Blurring Balm Powder. This is what it looks like. This one does give you a glow because it's universally radiant, but it really makes your makeup look so nice. The foundation just drinks it up. The next thing you could do is to get the Blurring Balm Powder. This one's a more mattifying primer, and it comes with a scoop that you could just scoop out whatever you want. This is what it looks like. You could choose the tone that you want. This you can wear as a foundation as well. Without foundation, with foundation. It really just sets the skin for makeup. But I am still going through my radiant glow period, so I tend to use a lot of these. If I'm using a glowy foundation, I would tend to go for the mattifying primers and products. The next thing we're going to talk about is foundation. I am impressed with this new foundation from NARS. This is the NARS Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. It gives your skin a blur. It's like a soft focus matte. It makes your skin look natural. It is what I'm wearing right now. I've had this on my face since maybe 3 or 4 hours now, and it definitely just absorb all the products. Everything you apply on this foundation just tend to look so nice. It doesn't crease, it doesn't crack, it just looks like skin, and it feels weightless. So this is the foundation that I am recommending if you are a dry skin girly and you are trying to stay away from the NARS because it's a matte foundation. The other foundation I would recommend is this Patrick Ta. This is a Major Skin Hydrated and Luminous. Yes. So Hydra-Lux. So Major Skin Hydra-Lux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. This is absolutely beautiful. It looks natural. it does have a glow to it, and so it would just make it will make your skin look like skin. It really sits on the skin well. It is buildable, so you can blur those imperfections, and it accepts concealer as well. So speaking of concealer, the number one concealer that I've been using and loving and everyone's been raving about, I've not heard a bad review of, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer. And that's this. This is in the shade 12 point, I think this one is 12. Yeah, 12 tan. Yeah, I'm in the shade 12 tan. It gives my skin some level of brightness, and it does not crack or crease. I have done a video on this, testing out Charlotte Tilbury versus Patrick Ta, and I've been using it in my everyday foundation routine ever since I've received it. In fact, I've bought a second one because I didn't want to run out. It really has a very nice doe foot as well, and there it is. And just this alone, barely anything on there that you can see, it will completely cover the areas of in your T-zone with just one dip. Check out my review on that and you will see what I mean. It spreads and it is very full coverage. So any kind of blurring you need, it will give it that blur effect. And also it doesn't cake up. So it really gives you that flawless look. Charlotte Tilbury did something magical to this. It is absolutely beautiful. This is one thing that you could pick up. If you don't select anything from my list of recommendations, this is the number one item you get your hands on. And now that I've said that, I'm going to get another one, because since you may be getting one, it means it may run out soon. So I need to stock up on another one to make sure that I have it. The next OG concealer is this NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Walnut. This is almost there. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It blends pretty well. It's what I'm wearing today, and it just sits on the face and looks great. It just blends in with everything. You would not be able to differentiate the concealer areas, the concealed areas from the foundation. It just blends in well. It's also soft matte, so it's not super drying under your eyes. In fact, you can see under my eyes right now, it's not drying, right? It does a great job. It works. Let's talk about setting powder. So for setting powder, I would recommend Fenty's reformulated Pro Filter. It's now called Set It Down. You are used to the Pro Filter. It's in the same shape container and everything. The only difference is that it's a different formula. So it's now called the Fenty Beauty Set It Down. I received the shade Honey, and it really just blurs and sets, and it doesn't cake. I'm wearing it right now and I'm not seeing any areas caking. Well, you can be the judge of that, but it really blends well and does not dry out my under eyes. My under eyes are very dry, and it definitely works for me. The next one, if you're not a Fenty lover, and you want to try something different, is this Givenchy Prisme Libre in the shade, this is the mattifying and blurring setting loose powder. It comes in 4 shades. Let me show it to you. It is very beautiful. So it comes in 4 shades there. So you have one shade here, another one here, another one here, and another one here. And it's mixed with like red and like a beige, a darker red, and then a darker setting. It's like mixing 4 setting powders together to get the perfect shade. It's what it's doing. And it really comes out, it makes your skin look luxurious, and it just color corrects. So that is another one of my recommendations for setting powder, to set your under eyes and the T-zones in your face and all of that. The next item for setting powder, like all over setting powder, is the Surreal Soft Blur Setting Powder by Makeup by Mario. I use a shade number 5 Neutral Medium Deep to set my entire face. I set this right after I spray my finishing spray, and I'll just put a little bit on the brush and just dab it over my face to just set in the spray and just give my face a flawless look. It just makes everything perfect. If you're not a Makeup by Mario fan, then you could get 30% off this Sephora item. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder, and I have the shade Toffee. This is, you can see I'm almost hitting pan there. I just use it to just set everything. It makes all the powders blend together. This is an OG. It's always recommended at this time of year, especially because it's reasonably cost. You're getting 30%, and this is an opportunity to restock up on this awesome powder. Let's talk about bronzers. So if you're looking for a cream bronzer, so there are many beautiful cream bronzers, right? My favorite cream bronzer is the Makeup by Mario. As you can see, I'm hitting pan. Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick, and I'm wearing the shade Dark. It's very creamy and it just melts into your skin. The next one I recommend is the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. I'm using the shade Espresso. It just blends out nicely. The other one that is just another OG that I love is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. This one I started using again and I just fell in love with it. I am wearing it today around the perimeter of my face, and it just melts like a dream, and it just gives you that nice bronze tone. For powder bronzer, the only powder bronzer that I would recommend is from Dior. This is the Dior Forever Nude Bronze. This is the deepest shade. It's a shame that this is the deepest shade that they have, because there are other girlies who are deeper than me. But this is the best bronzer powder made to man, ever made by man. Okay, so first I was loving another good one is Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer and Fenty Mocha Mami bronzer, but this is the one I am recommending for you to get your hands on, this Sephora sale. It just blends and it's a beautiful bronze. Beautiful bronze. You look sun-kissed right from the beach. So if you can't afford or bother with buying two cream and a powder bronzer, the Tarte just released its Macaron Sculpt and Bronze Duo. This is the shade Tiramisu that I got my hands on, and it gives you the cream, then it gives you like a palette to dab off some of that cream to blend it nicely on your forehead instead of having to put it on your arms and get your hands messy. Then this has a nice, beautiful bronze powder that you can add to set the cream bronzer and just get that overall beach look. This is beautiful. It's also great if you're looking for something to travel, but you could just use it every day. It's just a 2-in-1 and it's just convenient. So I definitely would recommend this Tarte new bronzer if you're looking for something new to try to play with, or even just to travel with, or just can't be bothered having two bronzers because it takes up space. So let us talk about blush. So I have been trying out a bunch of blush items, and one item I think you need to get your hand on is the new is a new Tom Ford Architecture Soft Matte Blush. He just released 6 colors, and this is in the shade Poppy. It is pigmented. I mean, it's buildable, it blurs, like you can pack on a punch if you want to, or you could just do it very subtle. It just works with all skin tones and it's just perfect. I did a review on this blush, so feel free to look in my video stack or in the description for my Tom Ford review that I just did. Also, the packaging is just so luxe, and it comes with this sleeve that you can slide the blush in there, and I think that would be very good for like if you're traveling, so that if it get bounced, or your bag would drop or something, then the blush is not spilled all over the place. It's just really nice and very luxe. It's very nice. So this is my favorite bronzer. I've bought all the shades and I'm going to test those for you guys. So look out for videos on the rest of the other 5 blushes very soon. If you are looking for another alternative that is very good, Patrick Ta just released a new shade in his double take cream and powder blush formula. This one is in the shade Soft Launch. This is very beautiful. You have the cream and then you have the powder. The powder goes on first and then the cream goes on to give you that nice lit from within glow. And you would find also that the powder brightens as you put the cream on there. I know it's weird for some people to put the cream on after you put the powder, but it definitely is up to your preference. Soft Launch is very beautiful. It's really fit for someone who is more medium to light complexion. I did do a test on this and it still did show up on my skin and looked very nice. However, he has another one. She's the Moment that he has had for a while, and it's more corally. She's the Moment showed up on my skin more when you compare the two. They're pretty much the same. So She's the Moment would definitely work for dark skin girlies. So if you're looking for something corally, coral blush for you would be She's the Moment. If you're lighter skin, if you're lighter complected, then She's the Moment. Then Soft Launch would be your gal or your guy. Let's talk about liquid blush. So if I'm going to recommend a liquid blush, it has to be Rare Beauty. Here we have, this is a very popular shade by Rare Beauty. This one is Grateful. This is a red shade, and you can also pick it up in the mini, but this is what you are getting if you should go mini, right? Let's see. So mini are normally like $15, and I think it's like $26 or something like that, around there. But this will last you forever, for a lifetime. It just takes one dot, and it's just, you can just spread it on your face with a sponge or a brush, and you can see it. You can add 2-3 dots and you get that pop of color, like people like me who need and want, and I'm just blush blind and I'm just obsessed with blush. So I love a good blush. So if you're looking for a liquid, this is definitely your go-to for a liquid blush. And also, if you just want to try it, you can try it first, get a mini. Let's talk about highlight. So Patrick Ta just released a Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Translucent Highlighter Duo. So that is this. It is well used. This is like a powder, like an emollient kind of a powder. This is literally cream. You can apply it the way how Patrick Ta recommends, by putting the powder on first and then putting on the cream. It shows up and it's so absolutely beautiful. It makes your skin have a glow, like a lit from within glow. right? There it is on top, and you get that lit from within glow. It absolutely shows up beautifully on the face. Definitely recommend. If you're not getting the Patrick Ta, then the other option would be the Danessa Myrick. This is called the Blurring Balm Powder, and this is in the shade Incognito. It's a beautiful emollient kind of a texture, and it just melts into the skin. Melts into the skin like butter. You are not, it just melts onto in your skin, that it just doesn't look like, it doesn't enhance your pores and make those pores stand out, or your smile lines, or your crow's feet, you know. When you reach a certain age, you are very mindful of that. This does not do that. It really enhances the glow from within look and feel. Let us talk about setting spray. My favorite setting spray is the Danessa Myrick Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. This is a mattifying setting spray. It melts every powder that you put on and cream into your face, so it just looks like one. And when you apply it, you just get this nice soft matte look and feel, and it really keeps your makeup intact, and it gives you that, it makes your makeup look like skin. The amount of times I said makeup look like skin, things make your makeup look like skin, because I think it's so important. Sometimes makeup is just supposed to enhance your face. It's not supposed to cake up and look dramatic, that in a bad way. Nothing wrong with dramatic makeup, but not in a bad way, right? You don't want to see any caking. This eliminates that. The next thing I want to bring you recommend is the Fenty Beauty. This one is the You Mist Makeup Extending Setting Spray, and I use this a lot if I want my makeup to not move. And when I say not move, I mean not move. For example, when I'm going to work and I'm wearing a hoodie on Fridays, right? Because Fridays is dress down days. I would put the spray, make sure the spray goes all the way under my neck, so that if I should turn that way or turn that way, if my face make contact with the hoodie neck, it's not going to transfer the makeup onto my clothes. My face will touch my hoodie or the neck of any top or anything, any material, and it stays put. It's not gonna transfer. And so I use this when I really want to lock in that makeup and not have it budge. So I definitely recommend this setting mist. It also gives you a glow. So if you want a glow instead of a mattifying setting powder, this also will give you a glow. Let's talk about mascara. The mascara that I would recommend, that I use over and over, and it's just a OG that will just work, is this one by Rare Beauty. This is the, let's see, it just says black mascara. If you can get your hands on this Rare Beauty mascara, it really, you feel your lashes being combed. It feels very good. If you're looking for something that is going to exaggerate your lashes, then the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize mascara, this is a sample, a deluxe sample, and I still enjoy it. It's what I'm wearing today. It really makes the eyelashes look thicker, give that volume, and it feels fine for me. I also think this YSL Lash Clash mascara is also a good one, just in case you're looking for something else to try. Definitely find that one combs out very easily and really curls my lashes very nicely. The next thing I would recommend for eyes is this eyeliner. This is the Hourglass Voyeur Waterproof Gel Eyeliner, and it's in the shade Obsidian. That means black. It's very soft, or it's not, I shouldn't say very soft. It is soft, so it glides on very easily, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. Like, I hate wearing mascara sometimes and eyeliners, especially on my waterline. It looks so beautiful when you're wearing it on your waterline, but then it would irritate my eyes. And so I was looking to find an eyeliner that would at least allow me to wear it on my waterline instead of wearing it down here so I look like some old person. Or somebody who don't know how to apply makeup, but this really delivers. The other one that I have tried that also delivers, it's the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Colorful Pencil. It's what I'm wearing now. This is in the shade Graphite, and I'm able to put it on my waterline without having any irritation. Next thing I want to recommend are some lip products. I can only at this point, no, I'm wearing the Fenty Stunner lip paint, this one, but I'm not seeing this shade on Sephora's website. So I'm not sure if you're able to get this shade, but if you can, this is in the shade Uninterested. It's one of the new colors that was just released. And so I would recommend if you're looking for a liquid lipstick. The other liquid lipstick I would recommend is from Makeup by Mario. This one is these are very nice. This is the Ultra Suede Lip Cream, and it goes on like a mousse, and it's very comfortable when you're wearing it. It feels like you're wearing nothing. Most of the shades just look nude, and it looks nude on any complexion. I really do like them because they are long lasting, even though it's more mousse-like and it doesn't dry down too much. It doesn't dry down, it dries down somewhat, but doesn't dry down to fully dry, but because it keeps your lips very moist, but it is long lasting. This will last me all day, and I will drink coffee, and I would have food and everything. It gives the same kind of nude effect that this lip that I'm wearing right now gives. The next thing he also has is, if you're not into liquid and you just need a bulleted lipstick, he also have the Ultra Suede in bullet forms. Very nicely packaged. It's very smooth. It's very moisturizing, very comfortable. And you can wear these with a lip pencil or without even a lip pencil. And speaking of lip pencil, I would recommend the Makeup by Mario lip pencils as well. Each lip pencil comes with a sharpener, and the sharpener has this tool that sticks inside as well. I think that's to help clean it out, like when it gets into these corners. That's what I use mine for, at least. But you can definitely sharpen your pencil. The application goes on very smoothly. It is not too smooth. It's not hard. It's just smooth, and you can use the pencil as a lip topper as well. So not just as a lip liner, but just a whole lipstick, and then apply lip gloss if you'd like to. It really is very nice, and he has lots of different shades. It also comes with a brush at the end, because you can also brush the liner in to blur out the edges, and you can also use it to blend out the lipstick that you're wearing. So it's a very good buy. It functions well, and it's very economical if you add all of what you're getting. The next lip liner I would recommend is the Fenty Beauty. It's by Fenty Beauty. This is the traced out lip pencil crayon. The advantage of this is that it's very smooth and creamy, even more creamy than the Makeup by Mario. However, because it's so creamy, you will find that you sharpen it a lot because it's going down. You're applying it to your lips, and so, and also your love for it will make you use it so often that you will need to buy another. So it's really good. It's very comfortable, and so it is definitely recommended. A lot of different eyeshadows have come out. I did a review on the Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette that was just released, and it's a very good neutral eye palette, but I found it boring for me because I like more exciting eye looks. But it's a very good palette for every day. It is blendable. This is it. It is blendable. It's wearable. Let me show you. It is blendable and it's pigmented. Those shimmers are beautiful. Very neutral colors. It's more of a cool tone palette. It's nice. It's just not for me, as I said. I want something more exciting, but I got this because it's blendable and you could definitely use it every day. Also, if you are looking for brushes, Sephora has very good brushes. They have, look for some of the brush sets. The individual brushes may feel a little bit pricey or just feel like you're not really getting a discount. But if you're getting the brushes as a set, then you may find they work out more economical. So take a look at those. Please feel free to reach out in the comments. I would love to discuss. These are my recommendations. What are your thoughts? Are you planning to shop this Sephora sale? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. And in the meantime, walk good.